Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Spotlight with Sandalina, and I'm your talk show host, Sandalina Sitar. Today's very special guest is USAMA Siddiquee, who is a wildly successful Bengali Muslim comedian. You may recognize him from his recent special and fall tour, USAMA BIN LAUGHIN. He was also a finalist on America's Got Talent and a guest on the Stephen Colbert Show. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. It's a lot, but I like it. Hello.
We're going to get started with the first segment of today's episode, which is the 5-minute life story. All right, USAMA. So your comedy, I would describe it as high energy,
Yes.
provocative, and unapologetically brown.
Whoa! Yeah! Wow, I'm blushing.
So tell us a little bit about your origin. So where did it all begin?
Hello, USAMA Siddiquee. Brown, unapologetically
Yeah, there you
brown, okay? Uncensored. From Dallas, Texas. From Plano, Texas, basically, more specifically.
Okay.
USAMA Siddiquee, stage name USAMA BIN LAUGHIN, formerly known as, was basically doing med school, pre-med, and then then I got in to Texas A&M, and then day before I was leaving there, I said no, and I just went to New York to do comedy.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about your parents. So you're a Bengali, you talk about this in your comedy as well.
Yes.
And you actually, I think I've seen some videos of your mom, maybe it was on AGT or on Instagram.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your parents.
Parents were, I love them, the best. Nargis, Siddiquee, Begum really, Nargis Begum, and then Intikab Siddiquee, love them.
Okay.
Great guys. When I told them I was going to do comedy, they were very happy. We hate you more than we thought we could.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah.
Okay.
One older, one younger.
You're a middle child.
I am.
Interesting.
You?
I'm an older child.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You know why? Because you set everything up on Earth. That's an older child vibe. You set up the camera, the equipment, the audio, because you don't think anyone has the ability to do it. That is old. That is
Oh my God.
first child syndrome.
I feel
All
like
y'all are daft.
You grew up in Texas, red, Plano. There's a lot of brown people, but it's a red state.
Yes, it is red state. But like, you know, even like also you know, yeah, just because you're brown doesn't mean you're left. You know, you go to.
We saw that this election.
Let's go, right? You go to Texas, the brown people are like, you know, like, I don't know what I am. Then they're like, well, you know, Republicans mean women can't have rights. They're like, well, I'm Republican then. Like they're low key a lot of patriarchal society energy in Texas and also in Pakistan, Bangladesh, India.
Yep.
So that kind of works well with them. So a lot of conservatism. They're definitely like if you were going out with a brown like a person, it'd be like not, you know, keep it under wraps.
Of course,
people would
keep it
judge you
DL.
and all that. All that. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the Bay Area.
Right.
So Cupertino.
Cupertino, which is not as conservative. Were your parents strict?
They, a mix. I think, like, religiously, they were, like, Islam. But then, like, in my personal life...
Why'd you say it like it was Brad? Islam.
I have this show. My mom doesn't particularly love this endeavor.
Yes. What?
Yeah, I know.
Listen, auntie, there's people stripping out there, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Trust me.
I'm like, I'm fully clothed.
This is nothing. Emotionally, maybe she's stripping. But then, like, look, auntie, trust me. This place gets crazy. Half the time I'd, like, date a girl for, like, in LA. Within 3 months, they're like, by the way, I'm an escort.
Oh my God.
I banged the Star Trek producer. It's like, Jesus Christ, you know? So she's doing very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I went to UT Dallas.
Oh, you went to UT Dallas. What'd you
Go
study?
comments. Biochemistry and music theory.
Classic.
Yeah. Every brown guy. So I was a science major, going to med school, pre-med.
Yeah.
And then I loved music, so I was doing music theory as well.
And then you decided you were funny at some point.
Well, I was funny as a high school kid. It started when I started getting like, people started knowing me as the funny kid.
Yeah.
Because I would start doing these like, you know what popcorn reading is?
Oh, in class when they're like,
And then you say popcorn, Sandalina.
Yeah,
and then
there you go.
So basically we were doing Julius Caesar, the Shakespeare play. It was the friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. And I made like a massive British affectation. And I remember people dying. And I'm being like, I was so, like, that was the first time I killed in front of a crowd.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I felt that kill and I was like, I need to do this for my life. And the girl behind me was like, and this was, you know, she was fine.
Yeah.
She was like, really funny?
What was your ethnicity?
Pakistani.
Oh!
So that was, sorry, Mom.
We got a man with taste.
Sorry, Mom. But and she was like, oh, it's really funny. And I was like, this is my life now.
Okay, good.
I love it.
Good. So you were set to go to med school. You left. You decided to pursue comedy. And we talk about this a little bit more later in the episode. But tell us about what were some of your biggest breaks that got you to where you are today?
You know, I can't even. It's like a chain reaction. Small things lead to smaller things, lead to bigger things. I had a girl that I was seeing in Chicago.
Okay.
Went there, had it filmed. Some sets I did while I was seeing her.
Okay.
Those popped off on Instagram. Then that got my manager to see me.
Okay.
Manager saw me. Got into JFL, the biggest festival in comedy.
Wow. Okay.
Used that.
Not bad.
You see, it was like small little chain reactions. It wasn't like
Yeah.
like got out Carson. It was like a very like
Yeah.
random like shit.
That's typically how that works.
That's how
I
it
feel
is.
like it's like there's a bunch of small things that lead to like the bigger moments.
That's how you're gonna win too. I feel like it's like
Thank
you just keep doing the stuff and then you keep
Yeah.
doing it, and you're so engaged. And that to me is more than the break, right? It's like
Yeah.
what's gonna break Sandalina? Not a certain guest. It might be on paper,
Right.
right? But what was the thing that actually got you the guest? It was the hustle. It was the soft stats,
Years behind
right?
it, yeah.
Years behind it, the moving, the staying engaged, the staying locked
Yeah.
in, the
Yeah,
listening.
yeah.
Who listens better than Sandalina, Auntie? Auntie, you're f***ing up, Auntie. I'm sorry for the language, but you just don't get it. You don't get it. She's a special star. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna check back on your mom every once in a
No,
while.
yeah. I'm gonna have to send her specifically this episode. I love it. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next segment of the show, which is the hot seat segment.
Oh.
So we're gonna do some rapid fire questions. We're gonna start off hot. I know you beatbox. Give me 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, dubstep. Wow. Okay, and that was so fast. Have you
Sure.
been asked to do that?
All the time.
What's your favorite part about the New York City comedy scene?
The hanging out with hilarious comics and like
Yeah.
doing shows together. It's the best.
Least favorite part about it.
Hanging out with shitty comics. Sometimes they're just not cool people, and that's the worst.
Tell me about a pinch me moment.
You know, it was in Canada, and I'd sold out 2 shows just on my own accord.
Wow.
I just put on Eventbrite and just said, "Hey, come through."
Wow.
And the beautiful people of Toronto came through.
Okay, we like the Canadians here.
Can love a Canadian. I was born in Victoria, BC myself.
Okay.
Wink.
Okay.
Wink. Didn't get that, did you, in your research?
No, I did not know
How
that.
about that?
Actually. That was new. Finish this sentence. Being a Muslim in New York City is like.
Going to the mosque and being like, there's a lot of gay people here.
Oh my god.
Which I love. I am okay with that. I like the vibe of New York Islam. It's a lot more connective, a lot more progressive.
What are some of the biggest names you've worked with?
Sandalina.
Okay. Good
Just in length alone, it's a big name. Hassan Minhaj, obviously.
Yep.
Bara Bhai.
Yep. Big brother. Thank you, Hassan.
I'm a very, very good guy.
They're
Been
everywhere.
on the same shows as like Bill Burr,
Wow.
Godfrey.
What's something that Hassan's taught you about comedy?
What's the follow-up question?
Yeah, I already had it ready. Yeah. Yeah, I already knew it was coming.
Working off the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, look at that.
Auntie, are you seeing this? Auntie, what are you doing? Jesus, Auntie. I'm disappointed in you. You're on the hot seat now, Auntie. How about that?
I love you, Mom.
Not today. She's angry.
But there is heaven under your feet.
He treats openers very well.
I've heard,
He
yeah.
pays them a lot.
Wow.
He gives them a nice little dressing room in the theater.
Yeah.
Always checks in, says what's up.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a class act. Good guy. Became even better when he got his kids too. Like he was already a good guy. Then he had some kids and even more connective and nice. And I can't say enough good things about this guy.
Okay.
He's a very, very good guy. Hassan Bhai, always. He was amazing. He came on our podcast 10 episodes in. We were nothing.
Wow.
And he was just like hanging out with us. We brought the equipment to him in his show. So nice. We also like got him in some hot water because we did some like clips about like Islam quiz.
Oh
And
my
then some
God.
uncle was like, "Why are you even entertaining these fools?" And he was just so nice. He was very, very respectful and good guy.
What's a Bengali tradition you're ditching in the next generation?
The amount of rice on our plates.
Oh, 100% agree.
Can we just, Uncle?
Yeah.
Can you just not need a boat for every time you eat like a chicken? You know, like a chicken boat. You got to chill on the rice, people. It's giving us all types of health problems. Relax on the rice.
I actually just switched away from rice and I'm trying to get my family on quinoa.
That's insane. Okay, so there is such a thing called overcorrection, right? Do not. Oh my God, that's gonna ruin people's lives.
I'm not saying do it.
Because they won't die of
I'm not saying
diabetes. Now they'll die of suicide. It's a whole different thing. Stop.
What's your immigrant mom's advice on dating?
No,
No.
don't.
What? Does she want you to get married?
That's not dating.
Okay. What's your immigrant mom's advice on marriage?
Now, do it. Just do it. It's like always date for marriage. Do not mess around.
I'm with it.
You know? Oh, you're in there.
I'm with it.
My mom has no idea what I'd be up to in these streets. Sorry, Mom. Love ya.
They're best
Really,
kept
I'm just
private.
praying. I'm just praying.
Yeah. All the time?
I'm just
in
praying.
different places at different hours?
I love the prayer. Yeah, she doesn't like American Love at all. She's like, I'll ask her, what do you think of American Love? Her whole thing, and she's like, American Love is like, I love you. Next day, divorce. And if that's not like the most core, true American dating,
Yeah.
love. Okay, off. Goodbye.
No,
She hates that. She hates
100%. Which borough has the best women?
that. Queens.
Oh, I like
The most
that
minorities.
answer.
The most minorities.
I was so afraid you would say the West Village or so. I was going to slap you
What?
straight. I don't know.
No. Well, okay. I guess if you're like a loser.
If that's your cup of tea. What's your love language?
Physical touch.
I knew
Just
you were
kidding.
gonna
Just
say- I knew you were
kidding.
gonna say
Just kidding. That's every man's response. Mine is listening, a sixth love language I invented.
Okay, guys.
Listening
we
to
have
your stories.
The world's most chivalrous man, apparently.
Listening to what you have to say
Allegedly.
about your job.
Let's ask your exes about that one. How many first dates have you been on?
Oh boy. Many.
You clearly love all races, as we saw in your recent special. So which race are you dating, Usama?
I just like listening to women's stories. That's my dating style.
Oh, my Lord. Okay. Which race are you marrying?
Ooh. It could be anything.
When was the last time you felt truly lonely despite being seen by so many online?
It's a cold seat now, isn't it? Loneliness comes at all times. I feel like, I was traveling in LA
Okay.
for like 2 weeks. I think one of the days I woke up and I was like, I feel alone right now. Just fine.
If you were not a comedian, what would you be doing right now, Usama?
Pediatrics. That was that was gonna be a no-brainer. I was good with kids. I was like gonna be a doctor.
Okay, last question. This is going to be a fun one.
Oh God.
Are you ready, Usama?
Yeah.
Roast me.
Whoa.
Thanks.
Sandalina looks like the type of person to date a guy who's secretly gay for 5 years
Oh, my God.
and not know about it. And everyone knows about it, and they're just telling her, and she's like, no, you don't get it. It's a straight sachet when he walks.
I don't know where chivalry's gone. I don't know where it's gone. And the masculine, manly men, they're not, and then it's the quieter, the softer. And then sometimes you're like, oh, wait.
The truth is that no one's attracted to a soft boy. It's just how it is, right? Because the things that you're attracted to him in that thing are the not soft boy traits in that soft boy.
I mean, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, it hasn't happened particularly. You're not on the wrong path with that one. And screw you.
Now we're talking. You will never forget that.
Now I'm thinking about it constantly.
A guy holds the door open for you. You're like, no!
No.
I knew it!
Okay, now we're going to move on to the shadow segment. So this seat's going to change temperature one more time. You talk about, your name's Usama. You're like, oh, every time you say your name somewhere, you have to say not related. Which I get it. I get it, right? You're reclaiming it. You're using it as your own. And it's part of your personal brand, too.
Yeah.
What was that like growing up? Did you feel like you ever got made fun of and then you had to feel like you had to correct for it by, like, disclaiming that right off the bat? What was the thought behind that?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a part of my life. Like, Usama in Texas, September 11th, 5th grade. Fifth grade already sucks.
Right.
It's already tough. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Right, so you don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, 9/11 was like this fun, no concept.
I was in California. I was a baby. I wasn't even 1 yet. I was 9 months.
You were literally a kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5th grade was the worst possible time
Sure.
for that to happen. Everything kind of changed. Like the way people treated you. Brown was all of a sudden like on the hot seat.
Yeah.
It was, you have Rami's show. This is real shit. The people were like kind of like a little wary of brown people.
So in 2020, you have a headline.
Yes.
It's not the kindest headline, but I want to read it out and I
Let's
want to
do
get
it.
your reaction.
Let's do it.
Usama Siddiquee's act offends viewers, branded racist, sexist, and unfunny. Now, this is every comedian's worst nightmare. How did you feel? I mean, that's a scary headline to read about yourself.
Definitely. It was, and also I'm not racist or sexist. Okay, love everybody. Yeah, when it came out, it was really bad because it was a big opportunity on America's Got Talent. Basically, that whole second set was only 4 people in a massive room. It was Heidi Klum, it was Howie Mandel, and
Sofia
Vergara, right? And the joke itself was not sexist at all, because the joke talks about how the worst possible thing I could do would be insert sex, the act out. It was very misunderstood because it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's not where I was going for at all.
Yeah.
But it's controversy, so it kind of hit, and also. AGT's a show that's not really known for that controversy, so they jumped on it. They're like, "Oh my God, whoa!"
Yeah.
So it was it definitely for a week or two. It was intense. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to hurt anybody. The point was joy, right?
This next question, this is an interesting one. So in your special, you reference a facial imperfection.
Yes.
Right? And it's interesting because the reason I feel that I'm allowed to bring this up is because I used to have a different nose.
Really?
Yeah.
You got another job?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so no, but listen, but here's the thing. I was so insecure about it. That I had to pay a bunch of money to get it fixed. I would have never had the confidence to stand up on a stage and say, look at my big Pakistani nose. I could never do that. So you talk about your droopy eyelid.
I do.
I want to understand. You just do it with such confidence and you own it and you look good with it. And I'm like, how are you like, just tell me about that journey growing up and where you are now.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was definitely, insecure about growing up. I mean, who isn't insecure about something growing up?
Yeah, that's true.
Also, that was my least weird quality. I had a bowl cut. I had no body mass. Yeah, when you start joking and doing comedy, you start realizing that the hardest laughs come from when you just say your shit,
Yeah.
And when you realize that, then you're transmuting pain into laughs. You're like, oh, I got to go more into this because the more I go, the more laughs happen. So there's no reason not to. If you got a weird imperfection, just joke about it because it's never as serious as people think. And also, everyone's got some weird shit.
And last question for the Shadows segment. I have to say, there's no way you're this funny and mentally stable. Okay, let's just start there. I don't buy it.
I guess my main issues, i.e. self-hate of my own work sometimes gets high, of any artist. I can be very needy sometimes. Like I need a lot of love thrown my way. I mean, obviously as a comic, you just constantly needing validation. Like, you're out with a girl that you like and your friend's making her laugh more, I would get angry. Yeah. Be like, fine, I want to be the one.
Yeah.
And so all this stuff is really embarrassing to admit. Like, I wanted to be the funniest guy at the
And your friends are comics, so that's like a tough thing to follow.
And then sometimes with their friends, you're being loose and you're being funny, and you can see them being like, growing up, started using, when people called me funny, it was like my identity. So when I wasn't funny, I lost my identity. It's a journey, but I think that's where I've come from in terms of mental health, like not being so needy.
And where are you at today?
Getting there.
Okay.
Getting there. The way to get rid of ego in the real life, I think, is to just channel it into something productive.
Yeah.
If you use it to create something, all of a sudden, all those evils and imbalances, it goes into something fun. Problem with a lot of uncles, they just do it for prayer. Like all that ego goes into prayer. So their ego is all prayer based. It's like, you get a hobby, uncle. Start knitting.
Besides berating your wife.
Yes. Get into woodwork.
We're going to move on to the main segment for this episode, which is the Spotlight segment. The headline for today's episode is Bengali comedian gets canceled on national TV. So we're just going to jump right in. There's a lot more to him, guys, than just that. I just want to get that one out of the way. So we've referenced it. You were on America's Got Talent. Give us a 30-second rundown of what happened. He was a finalist, by the way. He made it very far, but there was some controversy around his exit.
Yes, Sandalina. I was on America's Got Talent in COVID year. So I got past the first round, golden buzzer, standing ovation, very cool. COVID happened, past the second round in like this weird like Zoom thing. They had a Zoom episode and they had like a little elimination and I got past that. And then I got to the actual main round in LA, which was during COVID. So it was all very like COVIDed up and super height of COVID, right? So they were like, no one in the audience. I go up in the second round and basically it was, I do some jokes that I do for my club set, the comedy club set.
Right.
The jokes will always work. These are classic jokes. And in this situation did not work. So a joke I did was basically about how much I love club music and going to clubs and dancing. My friends hate club music because club music, but club music is so fun. Club music is so fun. The DJ could say anything he wants and the beat, as long as he had the beat drop, makes it all okay, right? Beat could be like, women shouldn't vote. What? And I do a beat and I point at Heidi, right? I usually in the club, I point at some girl, women shouldn't vote. What? And I do the beat, right?
Yeah.
And usually kills, right? Because that's the joke, is that music is so fun at the club that anything can be said.
Right.
Now, then I go into like another joke of like, some of y'all skeptical. And by the point, I'm already bombing. Like, they already hate me.
Well, I want to say there was no live audience because of COVID, so that makes it very difficult as a comedian. I completely empathize with you in that moment when I watched it last night.
So then I go into another joke of like adding to the bomb. I go, he'll be all skeptical. I get it. Heidi, if I called you a tramp, and a tramp was the TV version. So I was like, if I called you a tramp, you'd be like, how dare you? But if I was like, tramp, you'd be like, well, I do get loose on occasion. So again, everyone hates this. At the judges' table, it's 3 people. not like getting any laughs. Oh
Now,
my
Howie
God.
and Sophia I think they were liking it a little bit.
They were enjoying it.
A little bit, but then they stopped.
Sophia saw Heidi not enjoying
Yeah,
it, and she was
that's
like,
what
well,
happened.
there goes my million, so I can't laugh anymore. They were both having a good time. But they realized like Heidi was just so angry. And it's like, here's the truth, Heidi. I wasn't calling you a tramp. I was saying the worst thing you could possibly say would be okay because music is so fun.
It was a scenario.
Now, what's the worst thing I could possibly say? Something anti-women.
Yeah.
So really, low-key Heidi, it's feminist. Because the worst thing I could say is an anti-feminist thing.
Okay.
That's what I chose
I
as the
see.
worst thing I could say.
Yeah.
If that's not feminist, what is?
So true. We have our knight in shining armor here, ladies.
Hello.
Come get him.
The worst thing I'd say to you is that.
Yeah.
So
No, I get it. I get
it was a hypothetical. And what the news said was Usama called Heidi Klum a tramp.
Of course.
Completely not
Of
what
course,
happened.
that's what tabloids do.
Completely not what
clickbait.
happened. It is
Yep.
absolutely not what happened. If I called you a tramp, the music would be so fun that you wouldn't care. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
And that's what got lost in it.
And I think a lot of people on the internet, actually, I was reading comment sections. I feel like you were understood by a good portion of America,
Yeah.
not all of it, to be blunt. But
If you use Facebook, you hated me.
yep.
If you use Instagram, you loved me. That was the dichotomy.
One thing I do want to commend you on is in your original audition, Simon Cowell was having a blast. At least
Yes.
that's how the cut made it look, and I
Yes.
figured that was real. I just want to say that you going into there, tell me why I was nervous. Because Simon he's so tough. He's
Yes.
so tough. And I never watched these shows much, but I was a big One Direction fan when I was in middle school. So I just want to commend you. I know this is 5 years late. But you made Simon Cowell laugh.
I did.
And there's something to be said about that. And
Absolutely.
the last question I have on this before we move on, did you ever speak to Heidi Klum again after? Did you ever have to issue an apology, or what was the post?
No, I never. We never talked again.
Okay.
Which is why I'm asking you, Heidi. Let's get a drink. Let's hang out.
There you go. There's your invitation, Heidi Klum. Get
That's
a
true.
drink with Osama bin Laughin. Do you have any regrets about America's Got Talent?
No, it was a great experience.
Good. Good.
Yeah, it was shitty when it happened. Definitely, I was like scared. I was gonna get canceled. But all I did was call out the fans who wouldn't be fans.
There you
And
go.
then the people who liked me came to the shows. So it was
Natural
like
selection.
not-
Darwinism.
absolutely
right there.
Darwin.
Right there.
Darwined it up. Yeah,
Love that guy. But you actually performed on the Stephen Colbert show.
I did.
So how was that experience?
That was crazy too. It was like Colbert was one of the big ones. It's like one of the comics' dreams. It doesn't have the same amount of power it used to. You know what I'm saying? Like now,
Yeah.
before it was really
I feel
meant
like the
something.
Jimmys run the space. Yeah.
Right, but also like in general, late night is not as big as it used to be
Yeah.
for comics. It's like it's just a smaller space. Network is
Yeah.
not where all the kids are at. But it was, as a comic, it was a milestone because
Yeah.
it's an opportunity that no one ever really gets. So I've gotten all the comic milestones. I like that.
Yeah.
That all the things I dreamed about, I got.
Yeah.
And now you realize that once you get all your dreams, that really all that matters is, are you creating new stuff and are people enjoying it? It's really all the accolades and all the other stuff is really kind of doesn't really matter. All that matters is, are you
Once you're
enjoying?
on the other side.
100%.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
even doing stuff you like? Are you enjoying the work you're
Just a
creating?
human, and you
You know?
feel fulfilled at the end of the day.
100%.
I get it. I hear it. No, I thought it was really cool, and I watched your bit on Stephen Colbert last night. And it was just really a big moment for me personally. It was like, oh my God, I didn't know about this, and this is so incredible. So when I was in investment banking, I used to work right by the Stephen Colbert show.
Okay, yeah.
So I would walk home after work, and I would just see the lights, and I'd be like, dang, I really want one of these.
Yeah?
I really want one of these.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna manifest it for you.
Okay, inshallah.
Good luck.
Everybody put out your prayers. Pray to your God, whatever you pray to.
She's gonna be on Colbert's chair, interviewing Colbert.
That'd be a plot twist.
You-
Thank you.
What I meant to say is be a doctor. Sorry, auntie. This one's a good one. Trust me. I've been in the business 13 years, so I know.
I want to get back to you and why you're so awesome. So you just released a half-hour special with Don't Tell Comedy, and it is amazing. It is spectacular. Tell the audience a little bit about that.
I love it. It's called Usama Bin Laughin. It's my first 30-minute special. It's a smattering of all the jokes that I was working on at that time, and it's really good content, really good jokes, really fun. And it's me. It's who I am. Just crowd work in there. I'm loose. I'm having fun. It catches that thing that I am. That provocateur. What you said about me?
I say he's provocative.
Provocative, high
Nothing wrong
energy,
with it.
the sort of mischievous charisma.
Yeah.
That's what I like about my stand-up.
Very cheeky.
Cheeky. Little cheeky baga in it. And
Very badmash.
badmashi,
Badmash.
jungly vibes.
Jungly badmash.
Definitely jungly badmash vibes.
Very badmashy. I love it.
And I think it's very fun, and I think everyone should watch it. It's just type in Usama Bin Laughin or Usama Don't Tell Special.
Yeah.
Usama Siddiquee, Usama Bin Laughin, Don't Tell Special, whatever it is, go find it. It's called Usama Bin Laughin, and it's really funny.
It had me laughing.
Yes.
I'll give you that. I will give you
Thank
that.
you.
You are funny. I'll give you that. That's the one compliment you get this show. So you also are going on tour,
Yes.
and you've had so many. So tell the audience, where can they watch you?
So please, I'm doing the USAMA BIN LAUGHIN tour on in the fall. I'm hitting like Chicago. I'm hitting the Atlanta area. I'm hitting West Coast. I'm hitting Kentucky even. Come through. Have fun. Come through. Buy tickets at usamastandsup.com or go to my IG link bio and get tickets for the city near you at the USAMA BIN LAUGHIN tour, September through November. It's going to be great. Come through.
So I just had an idea. We should launch a website called Osama Sits Down, and it just redirects you to Spotlight with Sandalina.
Boom.
I like
Let's
it.
go.
I like it. There we
Let's
go.
go.
There we go.
I'm
I
in.
like it.
Anything. How about my website? Is that actually her website?
There you go. I like
Usama
that.
stands up and just Sandalina
I
sits
still need
down.
a website. I just have a link tree, oh my lord. And in your special that we just talked about, you also talk about how you just went for Hajj.
Yes.
Right? So I want to understand your relationship with Islam, spirituality, and how you sort of balance that with your humor and your personal identity.
Yeah, it was for a Vice documentary, so they like enlisted me. They're like, hey, you want to go do Umrah?
Oh.
And I think the hook was like, shitty Muslims do Umrah. Look at this shitty Muslim, and even he, the monkey, can do Umrah, right? It was supposed to be some sort of propaganda for the Saudi government, but then
Yeah.
Saudi kind of infused it with some money for this, puff piece or whatever.
Dude, Saudi and their money, man.
Whatever
They
it is,
got
right?
their towns and everything.
whatever it is, I was like, I'm down, I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
So
Why
I
not?
go in and I'm like, kind of going in this as like a job. Like, oh, this is going to be a job. I wasn't really planning on or maybe planning on at that moment in my life doing Umrah. But as I did the rituals and I grew up Muslim, obviously, and I, stay in the spirituality, lover of God, all that, but maybe not so disciplined in that world.
And that's fine.
Working on the humanity of it all.
That's
and trying to be
fine.
a good person and also discipline yourself and humble yourself before God and whatever forces are above you.
Yeah.
But definitely a badmashi, jungli vibes. So, but I'm at Makkah, and I'm in the Irham, and I'm all that's there, and I'm doing I'm getting filmed secretly, but I'm also just like in the moment. And I'm like really feeling it,
Yeah.
You can't escape. And then you
Yeah.
go to this escalator where you finally see the Kaaba for the first time, and it's like, whoa. Something about it is so intense you can't even explain it.
Wow.
And this is I'm a man who's not even that religious, truly, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, whoa, right? And then you go and you're doing tawaf, you're going around the circumambulating around the Kaaba. It's equal parts spiritual and annoying. Truly, it's the most religious and not religious I've felt in my life.
Interesting. Tell me about the latter
Because
half.
as you're going around, it's 7 ambulations. It was sunnah to go fast in the first 4, I think. That was just how the
Okay.
Prophet, peace be upon him,
I've
did
never
it.
been, by the way. This is
If I'm
news.
wrong, don't hate me. Okay, this is what I remember. And so what you have is because it's sunnah to go fast.
Yeah.
The first 4 ambulations, you got aunties body checking you. Groups of aunties just. I'm like walking, dude, it's so annoying. And by the 5th one, I was punching aunties myself. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
dude, I was blocking out. I was
Osama gets violent in Mecca. Let's not make that the headline.
No, so I was like boxing out. I wasn't punching anybody, but I was like, no, auntie, you're not going. Hey, bro, because they would lock arms.
I believe you.
They
I
would lock
believe
arms
you.
9 deep, and these aunties are just beating you up. I was like, get away from me. And again, we're sweaty. There's no, it's sweaty. It's 100-something degrees.
Right.
Old people. It smells like pure sometimes.
I'm
I'm sorry. I gotta say it.
I was like, it must have smelled so sweaty and
Dude,
awful. And
but even in those moments, you're in this beautiful procession of
course.
people. And so I'm telling you, like, true spirituality and religiosity doesn't have to always be so pure. Sometimes it's like just the darkness and ugliness of humans sometimes with you too. We are all part of this together. So spirituality is not just light. It can be sometimes the dark with the light. And so that's what I kind of realized too. It's like, this is very beautiful, very intense.
Wow.
All the senses are being, spiritual senses, nasal senses, they're all being blasted. But also I'm feeling this incredible kinship with my fellow man as well. All nationalities, every nationality on earth was there on every day.
Which is why you love all races.
Of course. I love all the races.
No, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really touching. Thank you
I
for
got you.
sharing
I got
that.
you, yeah.
I like that a lot. Okay, good man over here.
No, she's not ready for that.
I know.
She was not ready for that.
I was expecting.
How about I'm layered? How about I have depth?
Do your parents watch your comedy?
I think that they do, but they don't really get it. My dad kind of does, I think, but he doesn't really talk about getting it. It's all,
Right.
sort of a hush-hush,
Yeah, because you talk about, right.
But my mom probably doesn't really even get it. She knows I'm doing badmash. She can get it. She's like, oh, he's doing some
Yeah.
badmashi shit.
Unhalal behavior.
Badmashi shit. I
Yeah,
can tell.
there you go.
But I don't think she really catches the concepts. Because she speaks Bangla.
That's actually a helpful barrier in all of this,
Right.
I would say.
She just speaks English, but she's not catching English in that speed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think she's really locking in. She's just like, oh, he's speaking a lot of English and he's yelling.
And people are laughing.
People laughing, very good. But I'll do a full set, and then her comments are like, that orange did not go with the jacket. And that
I do have to ask, how's your parents' blood pressure been since you decided to be a comic?
it was high for a long time. But the moment, you know how they lower it? The moment one auntie says, I saw him on TV, all of
Yeah.
a sudden, the systolic pressure and it's great. Here's a little science experiment. Put the blood pressure machine on your parents, right? It'll stay red. Have one auntie say they saw you on TV. It'll just go to green immediately. Oh, good. Yes, I have good son.
It was. I've had quite a few guests on this show share like a similar experience. For them, it was that actually, and the other tipping point was whenever whoever has worked with Hassan.
Yes.
Whenever the community loves that. That's like he has this. He's like he blows the con.
You know what it is? Even more than Hassan was Ken Jeong.
Oh.
Because it got out that he was a doctor and a comedian at the same
Yeah.
time. And so my aunties went crazy with that. Do you know that Asian Ken Jeong? He's doctor and comedy. Do that. And it's like, bro, you don't know what the talking about. Because he went to comedy way later after he's already an internist for a long time. But anyway.
We've touched upon some of the heights in your career and all that you've accomplished, which is very impressive. What's in your future? What are you planning for? What can people expect to see from you? And I know there's a pressure to always pump stuff out, so if you don't answer, that's okay.
My future is probably this podcast again. I foresee myself taking over this podcast probably. Just
Okay, there we go. Hey, if
replacing
you
you.
want to run it, dude. But whoa. Be my guest, please. I am so tired. If somebody could just do everything else for me, all I have to do is pop myself in this chair. I would.
5 years, I see myself touring more.
Yeah.
Touring bigger venues.
Yeah.
Bringing some friends out to do comedy in different cities. And
Yeah.
that's the dream. That's the ultimate dream.
Any plans to? How old are you?
34.
You're 34. Do you have any plans to settle down while you're doing all this, or is it where are you at with that part of your life?
To my mom, yes.
Okay.
To the where you at? I'm kidding. We'll see. Just we'll work with the body. Don't try to fight the body. Whatever feels right, go for that.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
And you have the benefit of not having as strict of a biological clock on you, so I'll give you that.
With men, we have to understand that's like our biggest boon, and we have to always be loving of women for that real issue of like biology timing. Like truly, a lot of dudes like, but I gotta pay. Blah, blah. It's like women have to figure this out. But also, a lot of men don't realize that like they really are on the clock, and that should be a cause for a lot of empathy for them.
And final question, any parting advice for the audience, any brown girls or guys that are watching you right now?
If you're a brown uncle over 35, stop DMing girls weird stuff, okay?
Thank you.
Be nice to everybody. Listen, a lot of brown kids nowadays, now brown dudes are on the wrong manosphere. Don't believe what guys are saying. It's not about money or your body or anything like that. It's about your behavior and how you treat people. And that's truly badass. Being confident and being yourself and loving shit and doing shit in your own space. That's hot. It's not how tall you are in your job, dude. Anyway.
I love it. What a beautiful way to wrap up this roller coaster of an episode. We went through the whole 9. We went through everything.
A lot of stuff.
The highs, the lows. I loved it.
A lot of stuff.
I loved it. Thanks so much.
Auntie, last words. Let's come on. Look at this. Powerful, strong, in her bag. We love it. Very talented.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Spotlight with Sandalina. Tune back in next Sunday for the next full-length episode. And in the meantime, I'm your talk show host, Sandalina Sitar, signing off.
How good is she, huh?